A lot of people don't know we do everything in-house. So I own a building here in Portsmouth, and 75% of it is the gym, and then the back end of it is our office and manufacturing space for Doc Spartan. So literally come in, get a workout, go around the other door. We've got a little storefront here, and we're making and shipping product in the back. So we're born inside of a CrossFit affiliate, and we know the ins and out of that business as well as anyone. And so everything that we do, like no one really here locally, no one understands there's a differentiation between the gym and Doc Spartan. Like it's all the same thing to them. And in 2018, the gym, we got a contract with one of the area's largest addiction treatment centers, a nonprofit. And so a couple guys on their executive team were members of the gym, and they knew CrossFit was an instrumental part of their own recovery. So they wanted to find a way to, kind of do like this little pilot program where we offered CrossFit classes to their clients. So that was 2018, and that was my first time really having any inside relationship with that community. Unfortunately, Portsmouth is kind of known as ground zero for the opioid crisis. The whole thing kind of really started here, especially in Southern Ohio. And I've, up until that point, had a really negative viewpoint of folks in recovery. Like, it was their problem. And, they should be able to solve it themselves and not really do anything to help them. Well, we started working with them as CrossFit coaches and really got to develop, really close relationships, just like you would do as a coach and a member. And what came from that was a lot of information and knowledge that we had never had before, and really understanding recovery and everything that goes along with that. And what people really don't understand is, when someone's done with treatment, you and I will think, okay, well, you'll just go back to your apartment, you'll go back to your job and kind of move on to the next part of your life. Well, that's not an option. One of the guys that we first worked with in our very first group, he came up to me and he's like, man, it's my last day. I'm going to be, ending my treatment today. And then we're on to the next thing. I was like, okay, so I'm thinking the dude's fired up and he's ready to move on. And I said, well, cool, dude, where are we going from here? He's like, well, tomorrow I'm checking myself into the homeless shelter because if I go back home, I'm going to end up relapsing. And I was like, damn, man. I was like, shit. Like, I didn't even know where the homeless shelter was in our hometown. So I said, all right, bro, 9 a.m., come to the gym. I'll give you a broom and a mop and give you something to do until we figure that out. That was 2018. And now he's one of my CrossFit coaches. He works full time for the counseling center. And he's just, he's an amazing man. And so we kind of knew from there that we had an opportunity at Doc Spartan to help to give people a job when they left treatment as a bridge to long-term sobriety. So as it stands right now, we have 2 full-time employees who are in recovery. And then we have anywhere from 3 to 5 part-time employees that we can call on as needed. And it's awesome, man. Like, they can come in here, they get their work done, they can go attend a class here at the gym, or they can attend a class back at the counseling center. And whereas before they were so anxious and nervous about the next part of their life and what they're going to do, like, now they're anxious and nervous about what the workout's going to be. And so it's amazing, man. It's been one of the most rewarding things that we've done. It's also been one of the most challenging things that we've done as a business, but it's been great. And that's where we're at. And that's, we really kind of feel that's why we're here on earth, to help these folks out. And it's been great.
That's awesome. There's a really strong connection between recovery and CrossFit. I think every box, if you're listening to this, whether you're a box owner or coach, you can probably think of at least one person at your affiliate that's in recovery?
Mm-hmm.
I know when I've had my, 3 affiliates, I could probably say there's 8 to 12 people that were, and that's what, some knew each other through that, some didn't, but I think it's just, I think really any fitness tool can help, but
Sure.
CrossFit happens to be better because, well, without a doubt, it's the community, right?
Yeah.
Like you have that like-minded people, he's being held accountable to you, whether or not you're calling him. He knows if he doesn't show up, oh shit, not only is he my boss now, but he's my friend and he's gonna, reach out to me. So you have all of that aspect. But I think a lot of it also has to do with that measurable, observable, repeatable part of it where, somebody, you see it a lot in the running community probably as well, because you can kind of track, like, I ran this, I did this. But with CrossFit, it's really just like, okay, I'm getting better. I see it. I want to go back. And you can argue it's an addiction there too, right?
Oh, there's no argument.
Yeah.
I'll tell people this, like we, in the beginning and I am not a clinician or any sort, I don't have any training whatsoever in this.
You're a doc. You're a Doc Spartan.
I am a doctor. So we take one addiction and we replace it with another. And that helps that bridge in that most vulnerable time that they're in, because they don't have a purpose, right? So they don't have anything to look forward to. That workout, that lift, that new PR, that becomes their new fixation, at least for that moment, and that helps them, gets them a bridge to where they need to be long term.